This race sucked. Cue the intro. Hey guys, NASCAR Mode for Day back again, and welcome back to another episode of NRR. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the 2021 South Point 400 from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. In this race, why did NASCAR change from the 900 horsepower package to 550 again? Can someone explain that to me? Because it still clicks in my head thinking, why would they make such a dumb decision like that? Why reduce the horsepower? I mean, I'll probably look it up on the internet later, but I still don't get it. The 900 horsepower back in 2014, it sounded great when I keep seeing clips, but now 550 can be hit or miss sometimes. But today's race definitely showed it was a huge miss. So in today's review, we're going to be looking at our top 10 finishers. We're going to be rating the race. We're going to be talking about our story of the race. And we're also going to be looking at drivers who had a good and bad race. And then finally, rounding it up with the playoff standings after Vegas with only 2 races left in the second round of the postseason. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive on into this episode. Finishing in first was Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin able to get the job done as he was able to get his 46th career win, his second win of 2021, his second win of the postseason, and technically, if you think about it, he has won both round openers in the playoffs, winning the playoff opener at Darlington, and now winning the round of 12 opener tonight at Las Vegas, and he makes the round of 8 for the third year in a row, and he really looks like he's having a Tony Stewart 2011 season, like where Tony Stewart won, I believe, 5 races in the last 10 races of the season, and now Denny Hamlin already up to 3 more with only 6 left. It's possible. And also Denny Hamlin, 4th straight top 10 finish, showing that he is definitely on a hot streak right now. Denny Hamlin definitely does look like a championship 4 contender, but we'll see if his luck can continue as he does not have to worry about Talladega nor the Roval. Finishing second was Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott, another runner-up finish for him. His first runner-up finish as he finished second to Kyle Larson back at the Glen. But Chase Elliott, he had a nice solid race and stuff. Like him and Kyle Larson were going at it in stage 2. In fact, Hendrick Motorsports was looking very good. And then Elliott was slowly gaining on Hamlin in the closing laps, but just could not get it. He could not catch him. Just needed more laps, but ran out of time as Hamlin was able to take the checkered flag. Still a bit of momentum on Chase Elliott's side, even with the Bristol incident last week. Still some momentum on the 9 team, as we'll see what they can do at Talladega and the Roval, where Chase Elliott has 2 wins there, so watch out for him at that track. Finishing in third was Kyle Busch. Another solid finish for Kyle Busch in the 18. Him and Denny Hamlin were definitely the best JGR Toyotas in tonight's race. And also what happened to Kyle Busch in this race, I believe it was in the final stage, he had some left front damage, so that was a bit of a concern. And also I think that came from when he had a run-in with Cody Ware, another Rick Ware car, just like in 2019 he had a run-in with the 52 car. Oh man, so Kyle Busch and Rick Ware cars at Las Vegas happens all the time. It's the second time, so it's going to happen again. But anyway, a nice solid finish for Kyle Busch and 18 team as they get third. And we shall see what they can do for the rest of the round of 12, because Talladega last year for them was abysmal, and the Charlotte Roval, like I said in one of my previous videos, his average finish at the Roval is worse than Michael McDowell's. Finishing in fourth was Martrix Jr., just like his teammate Denny Hamlin, 4 straight top 10 finishes, all in the round of 16 and including this race in the round of 12. So not only is Denny Hamlin having a great postseason so far, same thing with Martrix Jr., definitely very consistent. Nothing really to say about Martrix Jr. I mean, he did have to start at the rear, but it was a great comeback for him to make a comeback to get a top 5 finish, so that's good for him. He was running up in the lead for a little bit, but of course his 2 teammates were better than him. But a nice solid top 5 finish for Martrix Jr. in the 19 team. We'll see what they can do at Talladega, because we know they suck at restrictor plates, and we'll see how they do at the Roval. And rounding out the top 5 and 5th was Ryan Blaney. 3 straight top 10 finishes for the 12 team coming from Richmond to now. So still a pretty consistent first, or actually postseason for the 12 team of Ryan Blaney, because he did take the lead early in this race, so that was pretty good for Ryan Blaney, but then he did lose some a bit, and then also he did get some nose damage, so that did hurt them a bit, but they were able to come back and get a nice solid 5th place finish, which is very good for them and the 12 team, and we'll see what they can do, because they're going to Talladega where they're 2-time winners there. We'll see if they can do it again, and then at the Roval, Roval. They're pretty solid at the Roval. They did win at the Roval back in 2018, but you got to think that was kind of luck-based. But still, nice solid finish for Blaney and the 12 team. Finishing 6th was Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick, finishing as the highest non-playoff driver in the field, had a very great race. I mean, a very great race. Top 10 driver all day, had the speed, definitely could have gotten a win today, because especially in stage 3, he was making a statement. He was challenging Denny Hamlin for the lead, but the pit stop strategy worked better in Hamlin's favor, because really whoever would have won the race off pit road definitely would have won this race, and had to be hunted down by Chase Elliott or Denny Hamlin, or maybe even Reddick. But still, Reddick, still a nice solid finish, getting 6th place. Definitely sucks that he could not get win number 1 of his career, but hey, there's always next time, and still we have 6 races to go, starting at Talladega, so we'll see what Tyler Reddick can do there and for the rest of the season. Finishing 7th was Brad Kazowski, and just like the others, like Ryan Blaney, Brad Kazowski, not too bad in the postseason so far. I mean, he did get 7th at Darlington, 6th at Bristol last week, and get 7th tonight. His only worst finish of the postseason is 13th, which is actually not that bad. So really, Kazowski has definitely impressed me in the playoffs so far. Nothing really to say about Brad Kazowski. He was struggling at first early in this race, so that was a bit of a concern for the 2 team, but they were able to make adjustments and come back with a nice solid top 10 finish. So great for Brad Kazowski and the 2 team. They're going to Talladega next week, where they have won there earlier this season, but it's Talladega. Anything can happen at the Roval. We've already seen Kazowski at road courses, and it's not good, but we'll see what he can do there. Finishing 8th was Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch had a nice solid run today, making his 750th start in today's race, which is pretty cool. It would have been awesome if he would have won, like Kyle Busch, who was making his 600th start and could have gotten his 60th win, but did not happen. Still a nice solid run for Kurt Busch. He did take damage pretty late in this race, but he was still able to hang on for a nice solid 8th place finish, so I guess that's pretty good for him. But it does suck that he is no longer in the playoffs. He definitely would have done pretty well if he was still in it, but that's just how it goes. But still, nice solid run by Kurt Busch in the 1 team, and we'll see what they can do for the rest of the season, I guess. Finishing in 9th was Kevin Harvick, and Kevin Harvick, of course, he's been having a pretty stellar postseason as well. 5th at Darlington, 8th at Richmond, 2nd at Bristol, we all know why, and 9th tonight. But still, it wasn't really a great race for him, because there's 12 drivers now, and he's currently out of the playoffs right now, so definitely some work needs to be done by Harvick, because he had a right front fender issue early in this race in stage 1. And then he was starting to struggle in stage 2, and things were starting to go wrong for Kevin Harvick, because he was running 4th, 5th in this race, and then was running 13th. But they were able to get a nice 9th top 10 finish, so that's pretty good. But still, a bit more troubles for Kevin Harvick, as we'll see what they can do at Talladega. Like I said, with the other drivers, anything can happen. And at the Roval, his best finish there is 3rd, and he finished 8th there before. So he's pretty solid at the Roval. So it just depends on how good or bad the other drivers do, but we'll see what Harvick can do for the remainder of this round. And finally, rounding out the top 10 was Kyle Larson, also having a great postseason. 2nd at Darlington, 6th at Richmond, won Bristol last week and gets 10th tonight. A nice solid one, but still, Kyle Larson was doing very great early in this race. Like, he started to lose spots even though he started on pole, but then he got himself back to the lead and was able to win the opening stage of tonight's race. And then he was going against Chase Elliott in stage 2, and then I don't know, Larson just started to lose it at the end of the race and got a 10th place finish. So that does suck for Kyle Larson, how they struggled towards the end of the race, but they were able to hang on for a top 10 finish. So we'll see what he can do at Talladega, because finished dead last there earlier this year. Oh my gosh. And at the Roval, he's okay, but we haven't seen him race at the Roval in a Hendrick car, so that'll be different. And last time we were at Charlotte, he did win. So, but anyway, nice solid finish for Larson and the 5 team. And now let's rate this race. Like I said, this package done did this race dirty. Done did Las Vegas dirty. I mean, come on, Las Vegas. I know it's Sin City, but still, they done did it dirty. So that sucks, because today's race was abysmal in my opinion. I actually just did not like it and stuff, but I really found the Kansas race from last year, where Harvick was trying his hardest to get around Logano, I found that race just as enjoyable as this one. So if I had to rate this race, this was the worst mile and a half race this year. But the Atlanta race from the first one from early this year was better than this one. So I'm gonna have to give this one. I don't want to give it too much of a harsh score, but I have to be brutally honest, and that's what we all want, brutal honesty, even though some people don't want the freaking truth. But anyway, I'll give it a 2.5 out of 10. This race done did it. I did not really enjoy it. I was getting pretty bored and stuff, and I was just wondering, like, come on, are you serious? I was just thinking in my head, why did we reduce the 900 horsepower package? That's what I want to know. But anyway, I'll give it a 2.5 out of 10. Let me know what you guys would give it in the comment section below. And now to talk about the biggest story of the race, and I have the biggest story of the race wrapped up right here. There we go. Let's read it together, guys. This package sucks. Hashtag bring back 900, please. That's why I want to talk about the package, okay? This racing today was not good. I do not be shocked with the reviews coming out. For the ratings for this race, it's going to be very, very bad, and can't really blame the fans. It's just the package. The package, it just doesn't fit some of these tracks. Like, it's a hit or miss. Sometimes it can be pretty decent, sometimes it can be very bad and stuff, and that's what I'm worried about, because when we bring out the next gen car for next year, that's what I'm also worried about. Is I feel like that with the next gen car, the racing with the 550, I'm not even sure what the rules package is. Like, if the rules package is going to be 550, which I hope to God it is not, then we'll probably see a bit more better racing than we see right now with the Gen 6 car, but it still won't be so good to where it's going to bring in great ratings every single race or every single intermediate race and stuff. So that's going to be the issue right there. And I don't want it to drive, I don't want this package to show that the next gen car sucks, because the next gen car, well, really, I can't really say anything about it, because all we've seen is testing. We have not seen a race yet. That's what the LA Coliseum race is for, to see how the next gen car races and stuff. But that's not even for an intermediate. That's for a freaking short track that we won't even race there. Probably not even next year, but we'll see. But still, I just don't want the next gen car to look bad. I wish that we just would have ran the next gen Ford F-150 and the next gen Toyota Tundra on the track. We probably would have had some better racing than this. But still, I just wanted to bring out my frustration with the package. We definitely need to change right here, right now. Bring back 900 horsepower, or bring back something that isn't 550. Wait, or are we still running 550? Is it 510? I don't know. It does not matter what package we're running. What matters is we need to increase it a bit. I don't know why they decreased it. I feel like they might have decreased the package or the horsepower for safety and stuff, so we're not going at high speeds. But the sounds of the Gen 6 cars in 2014 and 2013 sounded so good. I wish I was around watching NASCAR around then. It would have been so fucking awesome. I mean, freaking awesome. Who said the F word? No one did. Anyway, that's just what I want to talk about, how the package needs a huge change. And let me know if you guys agree in the comment section below. Does the package need a change? I bet most of you guys would probably say yes. Some of you guys don't even comment. So really, I can already tell. You guys said yes. Yeah, so I'm just going to take that from your silence. But yeah, 900 horsepower, please bring it back right here in not big bold letters, but still, I even added the please, PLZ, come on, and with the 3 dots, come on, you got to bring that for something. But anyway, that's it. Let's look at the drivers that had a good and bad race. To be honest, I did not have any drivers that really had a bad race, but Erik Jones, they said he's neutral because he was running really solid in like 8th in the top 10 earlier. I was thinking, wow, he's having a really nice run, but then fell back, finished 26th. Don't know what happened, but yeah, that sucks. So I say he had a pretty neutral race, having some strong runs here and there just for like little appearances. So watch out for Erik Jones. He's starting to peak a bit, but we'll see. I'm definitely gonna watch out for him when we head to Talladega next week. Now here are drivers that had a bad race. We have Rajchastain and Chris Busher. Chastain finished 23rd. Just doesn't really sound like Rajchastain, especially when he's been having some pretty nice runs in the first round and even before then. But sucks they only got 23rd. And then Chris Busher finished 25th. He's been having very bad finishes the last couple races and stuff. That really does suck for them, because really, if you think about it, this is their worst finish since Daytona, but we're not even going to count Daytona because he did get disqualified. So minus that disqualification, this was his worst finish since Loudon, where he wrecked and stuff. So that does suck for Chris Busher, because I know they're better than this. They're just on a slump right now, but we'll see if they can fix it. Now we're going to talk about some playoff drivers that had some struggles and stuff. First up, William Byron was having a pretty up and down day. That was just how it is for William Byron and stuff. They were on the move early in this race where they had to start from the rear. From the rear of the field, and then they took the lead early in stage 2, and I was thinking, wow, they're really moving up. And then Byron had a bit of an issue, I believe, and came back into the top 10 in stage 3, and then he had a flat tire. It was a huge implication, so that does suck for William Byron to have his night end like that. Alex Bowman, he was kind of up and down as well. His best run was in stage 2, but then in the final green flag pit stops, he did have a tire issue and had to come back for an extra stop, so that did suck for them. And then Christopher Bell took damage early, had a very bad race. And Joey Logano, he did finish 11th, but he was still having some issues here and there and stuff, so that does suck for these 4 playoff drivers, probably the worst ones in tonight's race. So we'll see if they can step it up in these next couple of weeks. And some breaking news right here while I'm recording. Kevin Harvick's crew chief, Rodney Childers, has been suspended 1 race for Kevin Harvick having 2 lug nuts not secured. So that's definitely a huge loss for Kevin Harvick and Rodney Childers, as that's for Talladega. So that does suck right there for Kevin Harvick. So he's out all by himself with whoever his backup crew chief is for Talladega. So we'll see how he can do in that race. Just needs to have a nice clean race and stay out of trouble. Maybe go for the win, because it's Ford power, and we know Ford is pretty good at restrictor plates, but we'll have to see for ourselves. And also, prayers out to Joey Gase. He was taken to the local hospital after that huge incident in this race where he was on his side, where I believe his left rear tire came apart or came off the car, and he had a big massive impact. So haven't heard anything, but hopefully Joey Gase is a-okay. Now on to the playoff standings. Here we go with the playoff standings, now heading into Talladega in the round of 12. Hamlin is locked in with the win. Kyle Larson is plus 57. Kyle Busch is plus 35. Martrix Jr. plus 31. Ryan Blaney plus 24. Chase Elliott plus 22. Joey Logano plus 6. Brad Kazowski plus 4. And now we have the cutoff line below it. We have Byron minus 4. Harvick minus 7, Bowman minus 13, and then Bell minus 25. So those are your playoff standings heading into Talladega and after Las Vegas. So if I had to say right now who was safe, I feel like the first 4 drivers right now so far after the first race are safe. So from Blaney all the way down, it's going to be a big battle for the last 2 races, so we'll have to find out, wait and see how it goes. But yeah, those are the playoff standings heading into Talladega. And that's going to wrap it up. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. We should be having a diecast review up on Tuesday, so stay watch out for that. And I don't really have anything else planned right now. For my gaming channel, I'm supposed to be having some videos up, but something is going on with the PS4. I have to get it fixed and stuff. Working that out, so I'll give an update as soon as I can. But for right now, I won't be staying off NASCAR Gaming 48 for a little bit, but as soon as the PS4 is fixed, I'll get on there as soon as I can. But that's gonna do it for tonight. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. This is NASCAR Mobile 48. Peace out.